Alright guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the trigger motion, which happens before you even move the club. When I look at swings, I can really see just from this motion whether a person's going to be powerful or not. The trigger motion is happening with the feet before anything happens. So in this video we're going to talk about some of the keys that you can apply to your own swing. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so for many of you watching, you would believe that the swing starts with the club moving back. But there's a lot going on before that. What good players have learned, either consciously or intuitively, is that they need to be in the sequence and have a pre-rehearsal of that before they swing back. Otherwise, they're relying upon chance, and that's not what creates predictability, and that's what good players do. So what the good players are doing is they're actually creating a force with the club, left to right, and then their bodies are going opposite, so they're tapping their toes. The pressure is going to be shifting right to left as they do this. And what they're doing is they're actually creating a mini sequence which gets them to sense the power in the body. If you did it wrong, where you let the club go with the body, you'd feel that instantly there's no power in that. This is something I'm not even sure if it's possible to teach, and it might be something that you have to develop your own style of, but just know that you need to keep dynamic, and then hopefully you'll develop your own. If you stand there for too long and start your swing, it's basically starting from a cold start. So when you do that, you've basically got one chance of finding the correct sequence. But what good players are doing, they've found it before they swing, so they don't have to rely upon chance, and then they can just let it go. Okay, so you've got the pre-shot routine down. Now you need to initiate the backswing. What actually happens to initiate the backswing is probably not what you think. We actually go left in the swing to go right in the swing, because you need to use the momentum of your body. So if you imagine this is a pendulum, it's much more difficult if I lift it rather than moving left and right and swinging. So this is what good players are doing intuitively. I think most of the people who develop really good swings, they learned when they were kids, where the club felt heavy to them, so they had to use the momentum. But just so you can try to consciously learn this, I want you to visualize the pendulum. You can hold with the right hand, and we're going to feel the pressure go left, right, and then swing. So the energy is coming from the ground. So you go left, right, swing. So before the club has moved, you've already shifted left and right, then the swing moves. That's the sequence. And then in the swing, that looks something like this. So I feel the pressure goes a little bit left, and when I do that, my right knee comes in, and then I go right. It's very subtle, and you might not even see it with most players, but they're definitely doing it. So they're going left, right, push. And that pushing is what sends the club into the backswing. So I just want you to work on this takeaway. Left, right, push. Left, right, push. Okay, so you've got the beginning part of the swing with the pressures, and you've got the takeaway. The backswing should feel like a throwback. It's not a placement of your swing, because then you're not going to have any energy to get something back. So it's just like a swing with a child. The more you give it a push, the more you get back. So now we're going to let the backswing generate the forces for the downswing. So your right leg is your braking system for the backswing. So as you throw back, you're going to feel the energy of the swing going this way and going behind you. So as the energy goes back and behind you, you're going to need some braking force from this right leg, which is going to stop you and start shifting you the opposite direction. If you had no braking system from the right leg, you'd keep turning forever. All right? And then that's going to get you into the left side. So now we're going to talk about how to apply the force from the left side. So now we're in the backswing. We're going to already have shifted onto our left side, and we're going to feel like we're squishing the left foot in the backswing. And then we've got the green light to go up. So the pushing and jumping up is what's going to generate the force and the snap. So relax the arms and the shoulders. We've got our trigger motion, and then we just let it go. All right, and the final thing we're going to talk about is the tempo and the rhythm. So what we want is about a 3-to-1 ratio. So the backswing is going to take about 3 times longer than the downswing. Now, the reason we want it to be 3 times longer with the backswing is because it takes time for the energy to transfer from the feet all the way through the system into the downswing. If you're too quick, so say your ratio is 2-to-1, it means there's not enough time to transfer from the feet up the system. And then you're going to end up skipping that part of the body, and then you're going to add something where it shouldn't be added. So to find your rhythm, I just want you to swing without stopping. And your body is going to tell you what kind of rhythm you can handle. Because everybody's body is slightly different, so nobody can tell you what you can handle. You've got to sense it. If you go too quick, what you'll feel is you're very rushed and there's not enough time and you can't get the power. So I'll show you what that looks like. So this is one where I'm gonna rush. I feel like when I do that, I'm adding my hands and arms because there's no time for me to transfer through the whole system. All right, if you can transfer through the whole system, you'll feel the sequence and you'll feel the snap happen much later. If you don't have enough time and then you skip the sequence, you'll find yourself jumping to the next point and adding power too early. And if you get it all right, you're going to feel that effortless power and distance, something like this.